gustan los juegos del Tito. Estamos aquí con Genshin Impact y teníamos que seguir la misión principal, que en concreto es buscar a Zhongli, que está ahí a 300 metros. A ver, 300 metros exactamente. Es que está aquí, es que está en la ciudad. Es que me parece una chorrada ir al teletransporte este, si lo tenemos aquí en la ciudad, ¿no? Así que bueno, vamos para allá. Y luego, si la acabamos, vamos a ver si acabamos con la última línea ley que creo que nos queda para subir las recompensas del... Me he equivocado, esto no es lo que yo quería. Esto no es lo que yo quería. Me queda una línea ley para el capítulo 5, para las recompensas del capítulo 5. Por cierto, tengo aquí una exclamación en guía. No sé. Pirim, 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 pirim. Como podéis ver, yo llevo siempre al personaje primero al último con el que he jugado. O sea, si este se ha curado, pues juego con el que a ella. Si es con Bárbara, pues con Bárbara. Quiere decir que no tengo una prioridad específica. Ya va. Aprovechando lo de los comentarios, podéis dejarme lo que queráis. Y aparte, dejarme likes, suscribiros al canal si no lo estáis, darle a la campanita de las alertas, etcétera. Me están marcando aquí, pero ¿dónde? Ahí. Ansina. Ansine. Joder, sí que hay que... Pum, 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 pum. Mengo. Mengo.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
Mira que está morón.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
No.
It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui we had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Vale, entonces busca a Zhongli en el banco del Reino del Norte. Y eso viene a estar a... ¿Aguanto? A 43 metros, joder. O sea, que me vas a hacer escalar. Bueno, pues escalemos. Escalemos la escalada de la escalera. La escalada de violencia es imperdonable. ¿Dónde? Pero ¿dónde? Ahí está, ahí. Entonces, ay, ¿y por qué no? Mierda. Es esta escalera. Hay que subir. Vale. Hola. Good morning. In the morning. Ah, pero esto va a ser otra distancia entonces, ¿no? El banco del Reino del Norte. El banco de los gnomos. Escucha la llamada de los gnomos. Yo soy David y te hablo desde el bosque.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was...
No, You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the—
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never— Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think—
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so
Me
kind.
gusta a mí, la señora.
The
La
gnosis,
señora.
please.
A ver, antes de que me meta en un jardín. Recuerda todo. Ahora si fueras tan amable, la gnosis, por favor.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That
La que el
which thou
Zhongli este es
seekest.
malo también. Qué cabrón. Motherfucker.
How sanctimonious.
Me gusta la señora, me gusta. Me gusta ese collar que lleva de diamantes esmeraldados. Entonces, Zhongli es Rex Lapis. No
What?
jodas.
So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsari.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat!
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself,
Oh, Zhongli.
but as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed.
Claro, por
Yet when
eso este
faced
nunca
with a
tiene pasta.
crisis, they commendably
Os
showed
acordáis
the
en
greatest
episodios
amount of
anteriores
restraint possible.
Que siempre que vamos a comprar
Not
algo,
only
hacer
did they
algo,
manage to
anda, pero
cooperate
es que no
with the
tengo dinero.
Chising,
Porque
but
son
in the
Dios.
end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts. Credit is also
Claro,
due to
Dios, ¿para qué
Signora,
necesita el dinero?
the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to
Signora.
fulfill our contract. At my request,
No le quite años
she kept
a su
everything she
vida.
knew in strict confidence. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the all of these things turned out
Póngale
as I
vida a
had
sus
planned.
años, que es mejor.
There is only one thing that I had not I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent...
Huh?
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
Vergüenza me daría estar en tu
haven't you
posición.
learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Vale, lo que no me termina de enterar es para qué se lleva esta la...
Now then,
¿Para qué se lleva esta la geo?
is
No
there
sé si
anything
será-
else you wish to ask me?
¿Y qué es exactamente la geonosis? ¿Qué te dio el arcón de crío? El arcón de crío. ¿Qué precio podría pagarse a cambio de una geonosis?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My...
Contrato para terminar todos los
As for the
contratos.
bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journey.
Mira qué enigmático. Piribiribi. Sal del Banco del Reino del Norte. Vale, antes de eso un segundo me gustaría... me gustaría ir a ver cómo... Ajustes, no. Ajustes de estos, pero de verdad. Quería bajar un poquito el sonido del juego porque está muy alto para mí. Y en los... he visto algunos de los anteriores y tal y... A ver, volumen de la música, volumen de diálogos, en general, volumen. Ahí. Más o menos.
You were such a slacker.
Aunque yo lo estoy oyendo igual. No sé vosotras y vosotros, pero yo lo estoy oyendo exactamente igual. Volumen de música.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in!
Cállate,
Is this level
Paimon.
okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Joder, que sí te puedo oír. Es que no me deshago de tu voz. Bueno, sal del banco, ¿no? La cima. Bim, bom, bim, bom, bom, bim. Dice objetivo, sal del banco. Sí que te pillas con las manos. Sal y llévate el botín. Emilio Botín. Bueno, a estas alturas, cuando yo esté subiendo Genshin y esté subiendo este episodio, que será no sé cuándo, ya sabréis, o si no lo sabéis por si acaso, os lo digo yo, que lo está subiendo también mi compañero Lord Devil en su canal. Así que si os apetece verle al jugar al Genshin
Today's the
Impact,
day of the rite of parties.
en teoría,
Although the star of the show is fake,
para
we
cuando
spent so much
vosotras y
time
vosotros
trying to
veáis este,
organize it.
es posible que ya hayamos hecho
Shouldn't
algunos
have to
juntos,
go there
cooperativo, porque lo queríamos hacer. Y claro, si él lo está subiendo ya y yo no he empezado a subirlo, en fin, que me estoy liando yo solo, no me hagáis ni caso. A ver, sigue el camino hasta la terraza Yujin. que hay dos caminos para llegar a la terraza Yujin. If I may ask. No sé. ¿Hay algún polvito para indicarme el camino o no? ¿No hay ningún polvo de estrellas? Por aquí subimos. A ver. Pillín, ¿por qué no me pones ahora el caminito de las glorias? ¿No te puedo robar nada? Es que si no te puedo robar, no me interesa. A ver, ¿cómo puedo, joder? ¿Por dónde puedo yo salir y subir? La Gibbon y Creed, bajad y subid. Como decían en la bruja novata. Tío, no sé yo por dónde se podrá ir aquí, Puedo ir de tejado en tejado como los ninjas, pero aún así, aquí ya no me va a dejar armar, ¿ves? Aquí ya. La vida es así, llena de luces y de color. ¿Cómo coño se llega ahí? Son 2 puntos que están ahí. Pero es que además están ahí a 60 metros. Quiero decir que no es que... Es que sí es que... Vamos a ver si por aquí se pudiera... Es que por aquí llegamos a la pared. No, baja de aquí. No, baja de aquí. A ver, vamos a saltar aquí a la pared. A ver si aquí escalando como gatos. Ah, sí, ya está, vamos. Yo pensé que era más alta esta pared. Bueno, vamos para allá. Anda, si no hay flores. Voy a coger flores, pero no hay. A ver,
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and...
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked black heart. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what...
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the...
So Rex Lapis is really...
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious.
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights...
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Pues nada, hay que escuchar el aviso de la geoarmada. La geoarmada. Menudos piezas estáis hechos, la geoarmada.
The Chising's words.
Bueno.
Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chisings... So that's how they're spinning. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Look, it's Ningguang and Kuching. Are they saying something?
As said previously, Rex Lapis' soul returning to the heavens is the
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
10 millones de moras.
Whoa.
O una espada de 5 estrellas. O que me suba la fuerza de ataque.
Could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Anda. Coño, la primera vez que habla en público. Ya sabíamos, porque lo vimos en un episodio, que tenía voz, pero coño, es que, ¿y por qué no habla ella siempre en vez de la tonta de la Paimon, macho? En fin. No lo entiendo. Logro completado. El último dios. Habla con la gente que asistió al rito. Vale, esperadme un segundo, que tengo aquí algo. ¿Se me ha puesto algo en algún lado? Oh, no. Oh, no. Esperad un segundo que voy a pillar logros y estas cosas de la vida que me dan protogemas. A ver si llegamos a 1600 y podemos tirar un 10 deseos ahí en el gachapón. Maravillas del mundo. Hola, cuéntanos. Prepara un slime confitado. Llega hasta el palacio flotante de Liyue. Pero te las podían dar de 50 en 50, macho. Canta una canción de Mostrar a los lirios de cristal. El lirio derrota a Novael. Joder, eso sí que nos costó. Haz que Osia, el señor del vórtice, se bata en retirada. Participa en el rito del ascenso. Está mal, está mal. Bueno, pues a lo tonto nos han dado unas cuantas protogemas, ¿no? Protogemas tuchu. Bueno, ahora hay que hablar, dice que con gente que asistió al rito. El objetivo está en este área.
Now perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis.
¿Ese cuenta como uno? Sí. Tarinto, tinto, tinto. Observa la cometa. ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más? Madame Ping. Vamos a hacerle un ping.
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue,
Ese cuenta sí, 2. ¿Y quién más falta? Jinger.
And to think I'd put my... But it seems as if those perfumes really... Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3
Y ya está, ¿no? 3. Busca a Zhongli, que está aquí, ¿no? ¿O dónde está? Where is Zhongli? Uy, está ahí apartado. Perdón, es que no me quiero mojar los zapatos. ¡Ay!
thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne? Right, if the two of you can spare the time.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round...
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
Este juego de palabras es buenísimo, ¿no? ¿Cómo es posible que Morax no tenga ni una Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also the Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with... That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meeting.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea. Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity.
Buah, o sea que nos vamos a tener que recorrer los 7 continentes. En cada ellos un dios, porque supongo que nuestro hermano será preso de la diosa esa que será la última de todas. La séptima.
The Electro Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Yes.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
Raiden, sí, ese es el del Mortal Kombat, no te jode.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of
Qué casualidad.
Inazuma, people call her the
y
Raiden
además,
Shogun.
El arconte del rayo. Del electro.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical foci.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing. That said, The reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the... I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particular... All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send... I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relation... Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position... All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue... Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now... Though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power... All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy...
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of...
Yes, this is indeed a major issue. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue...
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside?
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well, then. I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Capítulo sobre ¿ves? Como os dije, seguramente ahora nos va a pedir un nivel de eso muy alto. Y entonces... Tetera, dulce tetera. El ascenso de la cámara de Jade. Joder, cuántas cosas nuevas. Bueno, pues ya hemos conocido a dos arcontes. El arconte Geo, que es Zhongli, y el arconte Anemo, que si os acordáis era Venti. Y esto me da aquí... ¿Esto qué es? Tetera, dulce tetera. Completa la misión tetera, dulce tetera. Confirmar. Ir a la misión. A ver, eso yo quería yo ver, lo de las... Ah, o sea que sí que se puede ir a la misión de la tetera esta famosa. Dying Stave, el buscador de la verdad. A ver, hay que volver a Mostrar. Misiones del mundo. Pero luego tenemos las 4 diarias estas. Y luego tenemos... ¿Estas son legendarias o son de arconte? Ah, pero sí se pueden hacer, mira. La grulla regresa con el viento. Esta se puede hacer. Esta se puede hacer. Completa las misiones necesarias. ¿Por qué no se pueden hacer? Para continuar. Esta misión está disponible tras completar otras misiones y alcanzar el rango de aventura 30. O sea que... Y esta completa las misiones necesarias para continuar. Bueno. Vale, bueno, pues está bien. Pues como estas 3 no se pueden hacer por ahora, vamos a centrarnos en esta. Sería, digamos, la principal. Pero antes de eso vamos a hacer estas dos. La de la tetera y la otra. Navegar hacia la tetera. Tetera. Bueno. ¿Dónde está la tetera? A ver, ¿a cuánto está? ¿Cómo está? ¿A cuánto está? 116 metros. Joder, es que está todo por aquí. En este capítulo no. Me parece que no vamos a salir al final de Liyue. Joder. Yo que quería haber hecho... Aunque fuera la última de las líneas ley. Vamos a hablar con la abuela Ping. Pinga panga.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just...
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modern. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you... That simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to seem... Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, I will not go into too much detail, but the teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
Joder.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to but that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you...
¿Por qué tengo que ser yo siempre el que busque los materiales para todo?
after all.
A ver.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for.
¿Qué materiales son, si puedo
Some of them
preguntar?
are very well. For starters,
Arcilla
I require
centelleante de las
some
orillas del
shimmer
pantano de
soil
Jugo.
from the banks of Dihua Marsh. But you would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner, since even more difficult to find is the
Jaleitas
Rakis
maractus.
jadeite, which must be chiseled from the
Eso me
rock of the
suena.
chasm. Or so it used to be. In any case,
suena.
Smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power... goodness knows if that child will succeed in...
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny, the person...
Yes, I suppose...
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Ah, allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you've already heard of the traveler and her traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all a shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
Joder,
All right,
lo que habla, la Yenfei, madre mía.
Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of... You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this.
Ya me da cuenta, ya.
I was gonna ask the same question. You seem really...
An adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. And then they had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey.
Well, that's a bit casual for an adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather... Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped me...
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's...
Oh, whoa! That's a really thick book.
Commercial consultancy. Or Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal... He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal... So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll... Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Best we be a little more careful than usual while...
No puedo permitir que corran ningún riesgo legal. Bueno, pues nada. Habla con Crossi. Valentina Crossi. ¿Dónde está? 132 metros. Joder, está todo aquí en esta ciudad. Nada, si es que no voy a poder salir. En este, pues en el próximo, según empecemos, nos vamos a hacer eso que dije de las líneas ley. Y luego a lo mejor intento... ¡Ay! Si tengo que entrar hoy... Pero bueno, eso lo haré seguramente fuera de cámara. Tengo que entrar en la mazmorra esa que dijo que los martes... Porque hoy es martes. Me pueden dar hueso de dragón. De ese que necesito para subir mi espada. Tin, ton, tin, ton, tin, ton, tin.
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei.
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met...
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end, Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize, I've already rented them out to a lady named...
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or...
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Ms. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus Jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of...
Guaranteed genuine? With 10 times the value payable if this...
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need.
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we...
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossel. We'll be off now.
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.